if someone's just sitting at home right now thinking, well, I could do with some grant, my business is struggling, or I've got some things I would like to invest in, what would you say that person needs to do? Again, with being fairly vague, because we have to be, what does that person need to do to put himself in that position to get a grant?
I think when we look at the business from an African Caribbean perspective, and I'm looking at it from a Black perspective, because I see the trends of businesses that are out there. They're normally like food, hospitality, those kind of areas. And I feel those ones really struggle, but they've got some really great business models. And sometimes they just need help with helping in the kitchen, and they can't maybe afford to have someone, but they can have a young person get a grant, train that person up, let them help them in their kitchen, and help that person to develop their CV or their profile. So it's like a win-win situation.
Mm-hmm.
So with these grants, it's about community cohesion, bringing communities together and helping people who, I don't like to use the word they call disadvantaged, to be better within themselves. So it could be on mental health, could be ex-offenders, it could be young people who cannot find work, it could be elderly people at home that just want someone to help them with going to get their medication. And when we know within the ethnic community and some of the deprived communities, as I said, I don't like to use the word, there's lots of issues, and even here in the UK now, cost of living, people can't even turn on their heating right now. So we've got things like warm banks, and those warm banks can get grants. We've got loads of food banks. So within all these things of doing community, you can get grants, and you can also pay yourself to a certain degree to run this and feel happy. A bit like what I was saying to you, I didn't want to do IT anymore. I wanted to stay in the community because that's where my passion was. And a lot of people have passion to help the community, but there's no funds. They might help 10 people, but if you can get a grant and help 100 people, why not? The money's there. As long as you spend it correctly, you do the right thing, you put all your paperwork down, you're transparent. It's a very simple thing, Ibrahim, to do.